I'm at that time of year where I'm wrapping up a number of classes here at Ambassador Bible College. The book of Revelation is one that we are really into, some of the most vivid, dramatic moments, the return of Christ, the fall of Babylon. The thought struck me as I was teaching here recently, Revelation 17, chapter 17, and verse 14. It speaks of this vast system called Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and of the abominations of the earth, that rises at the close of the age prior to the return of Jesus Christ. And it says in verse 14, of those who are part of that system of the beast in this Babylon, these will make war with the Lamb. The Lamb is Jesus Christ. And the Lamb will overcome them, for he is Lord of lords and King of kings, and those who are with him are called, chosen, and faithful. Called, chosen, and faithful. I've long thought about those verses, those words, and what they tell us, what we should really draw from that. Those who are with the Lamb are called, chosen, and faithful. There is a calling that God gives to his elect, the first fruits, to those who are called to salvation. It's very clear teaching in the New Testament, from the epistles of Paul to the Gospels. And at this moment, those who are with Christ and endure to that point are called, chosen, and faithful. There's a parallel passage out of Matthew chapter 22 in the parable of the wedding feast that takes place there, and where it says that the kingdom of heaven is like a certain king that arranged a marriage for his son. And Jesus went through this parable and talked about in the parable, many are invited to the wedding supper for the son of the king. Some reject it, some come. Some find themselves there without the proper garments and are told to be put out. At the very end of that parable, Matthew 22 and verse 14, it says, "For many are called, but few are chosen. Many are called, but few are chosen." The invitation to the wedding feast is just, in a sense, like a wedding that we receive today an invitation to. Presently, I have a couple of invitations in my desk at home to upcoming weddings, and I have to respond to them. I've been called to a wedding, if you will, and I make a choice as to whether I will attend that. In this parable, Jesus talks about those who are called, but few choose, few are chosen. And of course, those that are with Christ at his coming are those that are called, chosen, and faithful. God issues a calling to us. And if you're watching this right now and you wonder whether or not you have been called by God, called to salvation, called to this marriage supper that is foretold to be coming at the return of Christ, you have a calling. You have a choice to make. God has chosen to call you. We have the choice to respond to that. Other parables talk about this, but this is very important to understand. If you're called, you must make that choice. It's important you make the right choice. And if you choose to accept that invitation and a life of overcoming sin, a life of faithful obedience, then, as it says here in Revelation 17, those who are with the Lamb, upon whom the beast makes war at his coming, those who are with him are called, chosen, and faithful. It is to a lifetime of faith and faithful obedience to God, to be able to have the right garments, to be able to sit at that marriage supper as portrayed in that particular parable. It's a profound thought. If you're called, then there's a choice that must be there, and then a choice that we make, in a sense, for the rest of our life. And it's very important. A lot is at stake, but the reward, the end, is to be a part of that marriage supper at Christ's coming. That's BT Daily. Join us next time.